of less than 3.7. I'm starting on number 36. Most of these are compound inequalities, so I'm going to work them pretty quick since I've got 2 to do on each problem. Just remember, if it says and, we're going to be looking for the overlap region, and if it says or, we just graph both on the same graph, and they share the graph. It's whatever gets covered. It's not just overlap. Alright, 36. This one's already in slope-intercept form. That saves me some time. This one is not in slope-intercept form. So I will solve it for y to get it in slope-intercept form. It has a negative in front of the y, so I'm going to end up dividing by negative. That will cause me to reverse my sign. Now that I have both, oh, that's nice and straight. Now that I have both lines, this one has a has a slope of 1, y-intercept is 0. So it's going to start here. It'll go up 1 over 1. There's this one. It says y is greater than or equal to x, so it's going to be shaded above. I'm going to hold off on shading it. The reason I'm going to hold off on shading it is because we're looking for the overlap. And so, actually I think I will do it, but I'll do it just thinly. I'm not going to put a whole lot of marks, just letting us know that we're looking at the top part of this. Okay, on the next one, the y-intercept is -3/2, which would be -1.5. The slope is 1/2, so when you move over 1, it's going to go up 1/2. We could exaggerate it also and go up 1 over 2. That has the equal to part. I'll draw the line. And it says y is less than, it's on the smaller part, so it is this part going this way. The only area of the graph that I see that both of these cover is this region right over here. So the solution to the 2 equations, to the 2 inequalities, is this region right here. Took a lot of time for one problem. Okay, next problem. 38. The first one is not in slope-intercept form. Just to save time here, I'm going to do transposition. The 3x is on the wrong side. I'm going to move it over here and make it -3x. The 9 didn't move. It's still on the right side. Still positive. Okay, and this one is finished. It's or. And the other equation is y is less than or equal to 2. So to graph it, I'll start with this one since it was first. The y-intercept is 9. Slope is -3, so down 3 over 1. It doesn't have the equal to part, it's a dashed line. Y is on the small part of the inequality, so it's less. It'd be this area through here. Now this one is OR, so I'm not concerned with overlap. I'm just going to graph everywhere where it goes. So I'll go back and fill this in better later. Okay, Y is less than or equal to 2, so I go to Y is 2. The slope here is 0 because I don't see an X term. And it has the equal to part. Y is on the less part, so it's below. Now see, this one would have been a good one to have for N because it's got a lot of overlap here, but that's okay. So the actual solution would be all this area because it's OR. And all this area. So everywhere except for this blank space here. Number 40. Both of these are already solved for X. They are not slope-intercept form. They don't have a slope. They're undefined, so it's vertical. The first one is vertical at 3. Well, actually -4 over here. It's solid because it has the equal to part. It says X is greater, so it'd be going to the right. This one says X is less than or equal to 3, so it has the equal to part. It would be shaded left. We're looking for and, so it's overlap. It'd be this area right through here, this region in between the two vertical lines. And that was number 40. Number 44. Another one that's not in slope-intercept form. And another one that doesn't have a Y, so it can't be slope-intercept form. The slope is undefined. This one's vertical. I'm going to go ahead and solve this one for Y. I could have done transposition. That would have worked also. Divide by -1, I need to reverse my sign. And there we go. It's Y is less than 2x minus 3, or x is greater than 0. Since it's or, I'm not concerned with overlap. Everywhere the two graphs go will be solutions. Y-intercept is -3. Slope is 2. So when we take a step 1 to the right, it's going to go up 2. It does not have the equal to, so it's a dotted line. And it says x is less, so it would be below. This one says x is greater than 0. So it would be a dotted line at x equals 0. And since x is on the larger part, it would be going this way. And the actual solution is the part that's overlap. Oh no, it's or. I'm sorry. Everywhere where the two graphs go. So this over here would also be part of the solution. Number 46. It asks you to match a graph with this inequality. And yeah, this is a better view of it. Number 46 says y is less than 2x plus 3. It's already in slope-intercept form, thank God. Y-intercept is 3. The slope is 2. Has no equal to part, so we're going to have a dotted line. And y is on the small part, so y is less. So it's going to be this region below the dotted line. Wasn't a compound. Nice and simple. That one looks like C. 48 is also a problem of that type. I'll do it a different color. 48 says y is greater than or equal to 2x plus 3. So the y-intercept is 3. Slope is 2. So when we move over 1, it will go up 2, just like the other one did. This one has a solid line though, because it has the equal. And y is on the larger side of the symbol, so we're shading above. And when I look at the graphs, that looks like B.